السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على نبينا Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. In the middle of Surah Al-Sajdah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala praises a group of people or a type of people. Those who give up, sacrifice a part of their sleep, a part of their night for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, specifically to pray. This could mean Isha prayer when the person is home, especially in the summer hours when Isha is late, and they are tired from a long day of work and they want to go to sleep, yet they strive to go to the masjid and to pray in a jama'ah so that they get the reward, seeking the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the verse can also refer to the people who go to Fajr prayer, who get up for Fajr prayer. If it wasn't for Fajr prayer, many of us would get a little more sleep at night, which would go a long way for them in their long day of work, yet seeking pleasure, seeking the pleasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they sacrifice some time of their sleep, their precious sleep, that comfortable bed, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to these individuals. He responds to them saying something very beautiful. The reward is great. تَتَجَافَى جُنُوبُهُمْ عَلِ الْمَضَاجِعِ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ. These are the people who, subhanahu tatajafa, they ignore, they give the cold shoulder to their beds. Why? To make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, among which is prayer, because part of prayer is dua. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to them and says, you have a big reward. فَلَا تَعْلَمُ نَفْسٌ مَا أُخْفِيَ لَهُم مِّن قُرَّةِ أَعْيُنٍ جَزَاءً بِمَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Subhanahu. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, for these individuals, is a reward that they can never think about. Imagine the most pleasurable life, the most amazing kingdom, the most beautiful home, whatever you can think of, whatever your mind can muster up, no matter how imaginative it is, it doesn't come close. Not even close, not even 1%, not even less than 1%, to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepares for these individuals. Qurratu ayun. It's so beautiful that the term, this phrase in the Arabic language, means, in English it's the apple of my eye. It's so beautiful, just looking at it is enough of a reward. Just looking at it. My dear brothers and sisters, we have now started the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And here you have a verse that came so just in time, subhanAllah, to start these beautiful nights. Last 10 nights when so much reward is ready to be given. An infinite amount of rewards. The stocks with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are free. It requires just a little bit of time. The stocks with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the stock market has opened. Who will go and take some stocks? And the reason why I'm calling them stocks is because stocks with time increases. It's an investment. And we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes our reward and He invests in it. So that when we come back on the Day of Judgment, we find it's far greater than what we did. The initial reward is this much, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invests that for us in this life, while we are alive, after we pass away, till it becomes a massive amount. And we don't expect that. Reward after reward is waiting for us. And in these last 10 nights, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us a key element of success in these two verses. تَتَجَافَى جُنُوبُهُمْ عَنِ الْمَضَاجِعِ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا وَمِمَّا رَزَّقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. During these times, they enter these last 10 nights, they enter prayer during these nights with a heart that is emotionally attached to what they are doing. In these nights, they make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with fear. And by fear, I don't mean we're scared of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, we are scared of the punishment. But fear as in, what if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't accept what I have to offer? And this is not a fear of a dictator, or fear from a dictator. Rather, it's a type of fear. I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so much, I fear that I won't get what I want from Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is a type of fear, and that is the fear that Islam promotes. Because that is a fear built on love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَطَمَعًا, they are looking forward. They want what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to offer. There is an emotional attachment to what is happening. So in these last 10 nights, motivate yourselves by arousing this heart. The heart of yours, arouse it, get those emotions high, so that when you are in prayer and you are in sujood, you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for the parent who has trouble with their children, or for the child who has trouble with their parents, for the sibling who is having trouble with their sibling, this is a time. For any of us who are going through illness, any of us who are going through financial stress, or maybe even a mental illness, this is the time where you reach out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have done 20 days and 20 nights of good deeds. Our deeds are high and our sins are low. Come with that heart, seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and find and wait for the powerful response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the nights. Take advantage of it, especially that one night, Laylatul Qadr, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has concealed it for us, or from us, in these last 10 nights, on an odd night. He has concealed it. Why? So that we constantly come, we look for it. We don't just stick to one night and then lose the barakah of the rest of the nights. It could be on any of the odd nights, not just the 27th. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us in these last 10 nights, to answer our dua and to answer our calls, to alleviate any stress that we may be dealing with, and to help us get through any challenges that we are going through. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our good deeds and to invest them, so that on the Day of Judgment we come back to something massive and immense, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promises us in these two verses. We have several announcements, inshallah.